नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। ऑनलाइन डिजिटल लेक्चर्स की सीरीज में आज हम एक अन्य लेक्चर लेने जा रहे हैं, दैट इज रिपर्टराइजेशन इन होम्योपैथिक प्रिस्क्राइबिंग पार्ट सेकंड। And before starting this lecture, I would like to say that we are all proud to be a part of best women's university in India, that is JAYOTI VIDYAPEETH Women University Jaipur. And I welcome you all in the repertory class on digital version 2.0 JVWU platform as per schedule provided by the university, having the best homeopathic college in Jaipur. Hope the lecture will satisfy your quest for knowledge. Please listen carefully and drop your queries in the comment box, which I will answer in the problem solving session. So now we move on to the lecture. We have to always define the case clearly. Without prejudice, and then find a remedy that fits this image like an old boot fits its long time owner. जैसे कि हमारे पुराने शूज हमारे को बहुत इजीली आ जाते हैं, जबकि नए शूज को एडजस्ट होने में टाइम लगता है। ठीक इसी प्रकार हमारी जो इमेज हमने पेशेंट की बनाई है वो ड्रग इमेज के साथ एग्जैक्टली फिट होनी चाहिए। They should fall into each other without too much effort. Now I give you example that I had a case in which the eruptions were only on the palm. I could find no way to confirm any polycrust remedy, so I gave anagalis. Based on the peculiarity of the locality, the eruption was greatly ameliorated. So this is a type of prescription. Here we don't require any repertorization. But in another case recently, the person could not get more than 1 or 2 hours sleep at night. Her mind was the only expression of restlessness. She was fastidious and had an aggravation from heat, and the remedy was arsenicum iodum. This is an example of how the typical essence of physical restlessness was missing. The case was solved because the remedy fits the totality of the symptoms. So this was prescribing which was not based on essence of the disease. Still, the remedy suited on totality and it helped the case. So we have talked about various ways of prescribing in the previous lecture. So out of which one was totality. Now, generally speaking, one can eliminate the remedies that have strong modalities that go against them. For example, if your patient is very warm-blooded and has a strong aversion to heat, then even if Nux vomica is suggested, you can rule it out. A remedy can also be eliminated if the modalities go in opposite direction. For example, your patient has joint pain that is better from motion. We know brain is always worse from motion, so it can be ruled out. So this is how we use eliminating prescribing. It is not a good idea to roll out a remedy just because the mental or emotional symptoms do not fit. This is because many remedies have a variety of essences and you may not be aware of them. For example, graphitis can be very dull and coarse, or sometimes very sensitive and anxious about everything. The problem arises when we base our prescription only on emotional or mental symptoms, because you will see that most of the medicines are having bipolarity. Even the graphitis, which is nervous, most of the times become dull and coarse. Same with medorinum, it can be extremely sensitive or sometimes very insensitive. So you cannot base only on the emotional symptoms. Emotions are always changeable. If your patient does not have any keynotes to support the prescription, you want to give or consider the following. If it is a common polycrest you want to give, then most likely you will have to look for a better remedy, or that remedy combined with something else that fits with the peculiar keynote symptoms of the case. Now, for example, once I had a case of a suicidally depressed woman. In many ways, she fit or met, but there was no strong confirming keynote. I gave it to her anyways, as it fit the essence so well. A month later, she was no better, and then I found she had a strong craving for salt and aggravation from sun. Now I was more certain of the prescription and gave her aurum mure this time, which had a very deep, long lasting positive effect on her. So sometimes we have to give medicine on partial totality, and it gives way to complete totality. So if you do not have a strong homeopathic symptom as opposed to the common symptom of the illness, then do not let go of this symptom easily, as it is the raft you can hold on into a stormy sea. कभी आपके पास ठीक है की नोट सिम्टम्स नहीं होते हैं तो हमें कॉमन सिम्टम्स को भी पकड़ के रखना पड़ता है केस में, क्योंकि वो हमारा बेस बन जाता है प्रिस्क्रिप्शन का. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, a case of pustules, nothing prominent, nothing peculiar in that case. Calcareous sulf was given because the patient was sweating a lot, and that helped such case a lot. So this is a type of prescribing on common symptoms. In the end, one strong compassion for the patient, a keen intellect, ability to be insightful, the moments of intuition, one's own emotional response to the patient will all work together, give you the ideas, questions and answers to solve the case. अगर हम अपनी तरफ से बहुत ज़्यादा कंपैशनेट हैं कि हमारा पेशेंट ठीक होना चाहिए, इंटेलेक्चुअली हम कीननेस रखते हैं, इंसाइटफुल भी हैं, इंट्यूशन पावर हमारी स्ट्रांग है, हम इमोशनली भी रिस्पॉन्सेस को लाइव रख रहे हैं, तो ऐसे में हमारे को आइडियाज आएंगे, हम पेशेंट को पहचानेंगे, उसकी रेमेडीज को पहचानेंगे और केस को हम सॉल्व कर पाएंगे. Even the smallest and insignificant clue can become important sometimes. So we must be attentive. After adding two symptoms into repertorization, look and see what result is obtained. If you doubt a symptom, then take it out. Only have in the important symptom. Separate the local symptoms and see if a small local remedy covers the case. It may also cover the constitutional case. So various analytical tools at the end we can use. We can base our prescription even on the local symptoms. Sometimes it may cover the constitutional case even. And if we are doubting some symptom, we can take it out from the repertorization table and we can get the remedy. We can study the small remedies in the materia medica, and sometimes it solves the case. We can study the symptoms of an acute illness carefully, and sometimes we will find that it fits to the deeper constitutional ailment. So the repertorization can be used in various ways. The analytical tools are used to study the repertorization. This is known as repertorial analysis. So a repertorization should be utilized in a proper way to get the desired result. So this is all in this lecture. See you in the next session with a new topic. But before leaving, I would like to give you an assignment that consists of a subjective question. And the question is, repertorization is essentially a process of elimination. Justify the statement. You have to answer the question. Repertorization is essentially a process of elimination. Please justify the statement. So this is all for today. See you in next class with a new lecture. Until then, goodbye.